Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Social Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. And today we're going to be talking about stocks as usual. And these will be stocks with dividends. So we have growth stocks as well. We have low float stocks, and also we have stocks with different view in terms of trend lines or in terms of price lines. So we're going to be looking at the market as well, talking about the market, how and what and where we're expecting the market to go, and what is causing the market to the upside or to the downside or even sideways. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, looking at the broader sector, looking at last week and the week coming, as out of what we're looking for. Last week's we talked about CPI and we talked about PPI. Okay, CPI came in really hot, meaning we have say 2023 we got about 3.7. okay, so we started tapering down to 3, okay, and then guess what, now we have July 3.2 and August is at 3.7. So what are we expecting? We're probably going to be expecting 3.9 or even 4% in the coming CPI data, okay, for September. Now, looking at the 12-month percentage change, we are actually ticking up, and we only have one rate increase this year. So what will that do? We don't know. So, but for now, we're expecting price to continue to drop in terms of inflation. That is my expectation. Looking at a 3.7, that is really something, and positive 0.6% in terms of August 2023 data. Okay, so we're really coming hot when it comes to CPI data. So keep an eye for this coming week as CPI data and PPI cools off. And this week's this week's major report, we're also going to have major report, and also going to have Feds as well, and that will come in as the Fed makes decision. Okay, so we have on Monday, pretty much it's just going to be home builder confidence index and the housing statistics going to come in, which include our building permits. Fed interest rate decision, we're going to know if they're going to leave it the same, if they're going to raise interest rate, and followed by Fed J. Powell press conference. Also Thursday, we're going to have jobless claim, and then Philadelphia Fed manufacturing survey will come in. And of course on Friday, guess what, we're going to have Lisa Cook speaks on Friday with our S&P Flash US Services PMI. Okay, so pretty much you're going to be speaking on Friday after J. Powell. Now let's get into the stock, and let's see what we're going to be looking at in terms of the market. On Friday close, we closed red. Okay, and mostly technology actually took in a big dive to the downside, followed by energy and also some healthcare stocks with restaurant, financial services, and banks. Okay, so now that we got this out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. What I'm expecting SPY to do is, we rejected the 450 area as anticipated. We talked about it in the previous video, right? That there's a possible rejection. There's a possibility that we may reject the 450 area, and that happened on Thursday with this pull down to the 20 and 50 exponential moving average area. Now keep an eye out on this trend right here. That is going to be our support. Okay, if for any reason price decide to move or push lower or pull lower, guess where we're going? We're going to 440 as the next spot. If for any reason momentum continue to go push to the downside, guess where? We're going to retest this breakout trend right here. So keep an eye, keep an open mind in the market, see if price can continue to bounce off the 50 or fail that spot back to retest the downtrend break on the market. So it will be coming hot next week. QQQ as well, we're looking at 380, and that is the break to the upside. Other than that, just the same aspect or the same view like the market. Another name is Russell 2000, right? Russell 2000, we're back at the 200 moving average. This is our support. I'm expecting, or I'll be picking some up right around this 182.46 area as well. In the market last week, I picked some Apple because Apple actually dropped back to the buy zone. Okay, 172.50, that is the area. Apple's, you know, it's pretty decent stock, and I believe they're gonna do good with their funds coming in and their watch. And last week was really an interesting one in terms of releasing their product. But for now, 177.50, that is going to be the resistance with support right around 172.50, 173 on Apple. I think this area is a good spot. For any reason price decide to really reject that spot and then continue to fall lower, I'll be looking at my next peak area at the 200 moving average. So keep an eye out in that on that spot. Next is going to be NFLX. Why NFLX? NFLX has been selling off and selling off and selling off, right? So we're looking at this area for a hold, which is that $400 per share. We closed right below 400, which is understandable, but guess what? 395, that is the spot. If not, we're gonna be looking for price around 380. But ultimately, I would love to pick some NFLX right around 365. That is gonna be the area where I will be looking for picking up. Google right here, we're looking at 140. Okay, 140 is the resistance. All right, if that area continue to be a problem, we may actually sell back down to 130, 135, 130. That's gonna be the next spot on Google. IBM is another dividend playing stocks as well. We're looking at 147.50 as the downtrend break. Okay, so if we can hold this 20 exponential moving average, which is that 145 146 area, then we can still hold this flag and continue to break through to the upside on IBM. Okay, BEN, this is Ben. Right now we're looking at price holding level. All right, so right now we're looking at price continuously holding this spot for a momentum push right through the 200 moving average on BEN. So keep an eye out for that 27.50 breakdown into the 28. So keep an eye out on that. IPD, I know it's a high price stock. This is $300 per share pretty much. Right now we're looking at 310 as the next level of resistance, right? If price can really hold this 302 area, I think we can continue to push to the upside back through 350, 305 and then push right through 310. Also RIVN, okay, some of you talked about this, and this really has not been trading as I wanted it to do, but right now 200 is that support, 200 moving average with momentum push to the upside. We're looking at 28 break. So once we break 28, then we've really cleared that bearish view on RIVN. Okay, NVDA has been selling off, and we're now breaking the 50 exponential moving average spot. If we continue to show signs of weakness, then we're going to be looking at $400 per share on NVIDIA. And continuation with that weakness, we're looking at 375 to come. But for now, our support is $400 if 420 doesn't hold on that name. Also, Thermo Fisher as well, TMO right now we're looking at support at 510. Close right about 515. You know, so we're looking at that 510, $510 per share on that name. MDT, right now on MDT, I'm looking at 200 moving average break. This is in a very solid area for a momentum push to the upside. If those big boys, if the big boys in the market can really jump into this, I think we can continue to go. We can push to the upside on MDT, Medtronics. Also, another dividend playing name is O, which is Realty Income. Okay, Realty Income has been showing signs of weakness, right? So we broke below 55. 55 was that support. So right now we're back down, trying to retest these lows right around the 53, 54, 50 area, 53, 50 area. So keep an eye out. This could possibly be the demand side for this name. So you know, in the next couple of days we may have some move on that. EAT, okay, this is Brinker International. Right now we're looking at $30 as a support. Okay, rejecting the 20 exponential moving average. So for now 31 will act as a support. If it fails, then we back down to $30 on that name. Matter. Okay, Meta right now, if you look at this, this is a 1 year view. Okay, 1 year view. 320 is that spot. If we can break 320, we'll continue to push to the upside. However, RSI is an indication there that we are at the 50% level. So if we can really gather momentum here on Meta, we can continue to push to the upside just to uphold this trend move. Okay, now looking at another name is a DOCU. No matter what, we're still gonna be signing digitally, right? So for now, I'll be looking at price to bounce off this area as it has done before. So right now, 42.50. If price really want to retest that area, accumulation is the best word here. So keep an eye out on this name. Amazon is there. Also NEE. This is Nextra Energy. We would really bouncing off this 66 support right into resistance at the 50 exponential moving average. The next target on this is going to be $72 per share. So keep an eye out. WBA as well. We're looking at price, what I call the bottom bounce play here. So keep an eye out for a bottom bounce play on that. IPO for the next week. We're looking at Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. So this is really good managers on this IPO. The other one is going to be Instant Cart. Okay, CART, that is also another one. Pricing in on the low side of $28 per share and on the high side of $30 per share. Okay, so the next one is that KVYO. So we're looking at 25 and 27, between 25 27 price range. So keep an eye out on all of these IPO, as we also talked about ARM as well. Okay, ABBV right now, we're bouncing right off the 200 moving average. Okay, our best spot back then was to pick around the 132 133 area, and now look what we are doing. We're making dollars right there. We're making money. Okay, also talking about Tesla, let's take a look at Tesla real quick. Tesla at this point in time, we're looking at $300 as our resistance. If this area of 280 doesn't break, so 280, that is our resistance. If we break through, momentum comes in, volume comes in, guess what, we can easily double top right around the $300 spot. So keep an eye out on Tesla there. Also Roblox, ROBLX. ROBLX, this is also a Cathy Woods trade. Right now we're back at the demand zone, so keep an eye out. I think we can continue to push on that name. Cava, CAVA, this is also, you know, below the open price. Okay, pricing around $22 or so, and right now we're below the open price. So I think for me, $30 is also a good pick on this name if it comes. HOOD. HOOD right now, we need that 20 and 50 exponential moving average break. Also KO, this is Coca-Cola right now, 57.94 or 58. That is the support with another demand area at 57. So keep an eye out. We're also going to talk about INTC. This is Intel right here. I think we're rejecting the $40 zone. Okay, so looking at price back into 36.50. That is the next spot for Intel, guys. The remaining chart, I'm going to post them up on my stock tweet and on my Twitter account, so keep an eye out, because we have NLY, we got Snow, we got MPW, we got Shopify, we got T-Mobile, we got AT&T, we got all these beautiful looking chart that I'll be posting on my Twitter and stock tweet. Well, guys, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead. Go out there and change the world. Go out there and love everybody you meet on the way. And let us, invest in those dividend paying stocks and build that equity, build that portfolio up. Thank you guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.